Welcome to the Amp Up Your Manifesting with Essential Oils episode of the Rockstar Manifestors podcast. My name is Patty, and I have some tips to share with you, or some ways that you can incorporate essential oils into your manifesting practices to help you tap into the field. So, using essential oils for manifesting or as part of your manifesting actually can offer several benefits, as well as or along with amplifying and improving your manifesting. So, any manifestation starts with intention. A lot of us are manifesting or have kind of fallen into manifesting by default, which means we're not doing it intentionally. So, intentional manifesting and creating the life or the circumstances or the feelings or becoming the person or manifesting the physical things that you want to have and be experiencing starts with intention. I like to talk about and teach using feelings based intentions because this takes the pressure off of the tangible things, off of the result, so to speak, because you're not going to forget the things that you desire. But working with feelings based intentions takes the pressure off of the result, the timing, the how, and focusing on a feelings based intention can manifest itself in infinite number of ways, an unlimited number of ways that you are both aware of and not aware of as to how that can show up and how you can live that and the opportunities that you can attract to amplify that and to create the circumstances that you desire. So that's what you will hear me talk about. And so there is another type of intention for an act. So, like, for example, my intention for this episode is to educate you and provide some useful information that you can then personalize and take what works for you, what resonates, leave the rest, and make it your own. Because that is another key component of manifesting. It has to resonate with you, the practices that you're doing, the things that you are doing in your day-to-day life. They're not just going to work just by doing them out of habit, or just kind of doing them without intention or without them meaning anything for you. So that's why I'm talking about essential oils today, as well as another reason that I will share at the end. So manifesting starts with intention, and we're going to be speaking or focusing on feelings-based intentions. And for those of you that are kind of maybe not sure, if you're newer to this podcast or to Blue Moon Manifestations, feelings-based intentions are along the lines of how you want to feel. That is the answer to that is the feelings-based intention. And it can be happy, stable, wealthy, abundant, joyful, safe. There's many, many different ones. And every single new moon, I put out a post with some suggestions of feelings-based intentions that zodiac sign of the new moon supports. So that's another thing you will find here at Blue Moon Manifestations. So I'm going to be sharing some ways that essential oils can affect your feelings in positive ways, which subsequently, by default, also positively affects your manifesting or your creating or co-creating that you are doing. And before I jump right into the 5 benefits and ways that I have to share with you today, I'm going to talk really quickly, or just kind of give you some bullet points as to ways to use essential oils. These are the most common ways. There are others, but these are how any of the ways that I'm talking today, the benefits or using oils in these practices, you can use either one of these 3, and that is diffusing, which is if you've seen like in a diffuser where it's kind of like having some vapor coming out of the top or somewhere, that's usually an essential oil or a blend of oils mixed with water, and then it diffuses into the air or the area around you. You can wear, or this is called topical application, where you actually apply the oils to your skin, your hair or something along those lines. So that's a topical application where you're putting it on your physical body in some way. And then the third one is inhaling essential oils. And you can do this a couple of different ways as well. The diffusing oils do provide a scent. So you can inhale the scent as it's being diffused. You can take a bottle of essential oil, the little bottles, take off the cap, and then just kind of run the bottle under your nose or put your nose up to it and take a deep breath in. You inhale the scent and the properties of that oil. So you're inhaling that. You can also create what is called, which I thought was cool when I learned about it, a scent tent. And all that is you take a couple drops or a drop or two of the essential oil, put it in the palm of your hand, you rub your hands together. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, you might be able to hear me rubbing my hands together, even though I don't have oils on them right now. You rub your hands together and then you cup your hands around your nose and mouth. And again, take several deep breaths in. If you only used a drop or two, that will actually probably absorb into your hands, but you can also then run it through your hair. Your hair can be a natural diffuser, or you like move your hair around and you catch a whiff of the scent. So you can, the ways that I'm talking that I've shared are diffusing, wearing them on your body or topical application, and inhaling them. So if you have questions or anything, please always feel free to comment or message me. You can email me at vision@bluemoonmanifestations.com with any questions, or if you're looking for additional information. So here we go. Number one of the benefits of incorporating essential oils in your manifesting practices is amplifying your intentions. So you set or you decide on, you have a feelings-based intention that you're working with for the day, for the lunar cycle, for the moment, for the hour, whatever it is. So you have an intention. Essential oils themselves have unique energetic vibrations. And that is, we all have vibrations because we are energy. Everything is energy. And so things vibrate at different levels. And the higher your vibration or frequency, that is said to be more, higher on the positivity scale or on desirable energies or vibrations, if you will. So the essential oils have the same energetic qualities and vibrations as the plants that they are derived from. So they are natural in that sense. They are distilled, and there's a very complicated, I'm sure, process that I don't have the education on how it's done, but the oils are distilled directly from the plants through a process. And so the oils themselves are very concentrated, but they do have and carry the same vibrations and energetic qualities that the physical plants do, the plants that they come from. When you diffuse or inhale the scent of an essential oil, it raises your vibration as well. You are always vibrating at a certain level. When you are feeling kind of down in the dumps or sluggish or just kind of blah, you're vibrating at a lower level. And when you start to feel better, or you get some movement going in you, get your heart pumping, your blood circulating, or something you experience or smell or see something that makes you feel better or that boosts your mood, your vibration also rises. Not sure which is the correct one. And as you do, we are always attracting things that match that vibration that we are vibrating at, which is why it's desirable to, as often as possible, or as consistently as possible, maintain a positive vibration. That does not mean you have to be woohoo, happy-go-lucky all the time, but having a sense of calm, having a sense of peace, having a sense of inner joy, and finding ways to get back to those as consistently as possible and you attract things at the level that you're vibrating at. So think about when you say you're in a bad mood, let's say, and today's going to be a crappy day, or you're in the mindset or in the belief at the moment that things never work out your way. Guess what? You're going to attract things that match that vibration. You might get stuck in a traffic jam. You might encounter a nail or something. Something is going to whatever matches that vibration. Whereas if you are on a positive or higher side of vibrations, you're looking at things more positively. Even when challenging things happen, you see that from a positive perspective, or you are able to find something positive about it. So it doesn't mean that the challenging things don't happen, but by being in this higher vibration and having this more positive outlook, you also then attract solutions. You attract resolutions. You attract things that help you through the challenges and make them better or easier, versus being in this victim mentality or vibration. You attract more things that support your belief that things are always going wrong or not working out for you. So when by diffusing essential oils and you're inhaling them, your vibration is also being raised. And if you're in a good space now, it amplifies that. So it doesn't mean you have to wait until you're feeling kind of down or low. You can do this on a consistent basis, like every morning or every evening. Like I diffuse lavender every night when I go to bed. Now, that is very calming. And so it's just not that I'm ever feeling kind of, for the most part, I don't have trouble going to sleep and I sleep well, but it just enhances that. It supports maintaining that type. And I do love the smell of lavender when I'm going to sleep anyway. So it helps. Maybe it helps me sleep deeper or more calmly. So setting intentions then from this place of a higher vibration or feeling better, higher energy, or maybe better energy, however you choose to phrase it, or depending on the specific circumstance, setting intentions from this place amplifies your intention that more. Absolutely, you can set an intention to have a good day if you're not quite feeling it, but it's kind of like just doing that extra prep work, right? It takes a little bit more. Like when a car is cold, you can get in the car and drive it. You can get in the car and drive it in cold temperatures or on cold mornings, and it's not going to, the car's going to be fine. But if you also wait a moment and have the car, allow the car up, get things, you can maybe get your trip with the heater working already instead of driving down the road a little bit shivery while the heater kicks in and warms up. So you see, you can absolutely do it, but this just amplifies you. It puts you at a little bit better space or energy than if you weren't using them. So setting intentions from this higher energy or vibration amplifies the intentions as well and the feelings that are associated with it. So amplifying intentions was number one. Number two, the second benefit is it creates an uplifting environment. Talking about diffusing for the most part, because this is when the diffuser is, putting it looks like steam, but it's like the vapor, the gases of the water and the oil combined out into the air, and it's being absorbed into the air molecules and all the scientific stuff. Yes, absolutely. Wafting around, or a bottle and just kind of, I don't know what it's called, like wafting the aroma from the bottle, or it works as well. But generally for the environment, it's affected by diffusing the oils because it's getting into the air molecules. And so just like essential oils raise your personal vibration, they also raise the vibration of the space that they're being diffused in by purifying and cleansing the energy of the space. Because think about when you walk into a room and you feel like it's off, or the energy's off, or maybe someone had an argument, and even if you didn't hear the argument, you kind of feel that tension still in the air, or it's just kind of a dull room that hasn't been used a lot, or it's dark and dank, and whatever the case is, you can tell when the energy is off in a room when you walk into it. You can also really appreciate when you walk into a store or a space or a home that smells good and has good energy. Even if you don't catch a scent going at that moment, you can definitely, I'm sure you've experienced where you can tell the difference. So essential oils being diffused in a space is one way to raise the vibration of the space itself, clean the air, and purify it as well. So that's kind of like bonus benefits. So that is something that you can do on a daily basis if you choose, or periodic. Just have something like that going, the essential oils diffusing. You can also, I guess I could have said this as a way of diffusing, is if you've seen those oil burners where you have a tea light, or you put like a tea light candle underneath, and then there's like a cup or some kind of space to hold liquid, and you would put water in there and then put a couple of drops of the oils in the water. That is diffusing as well. You're using the heat of the candle, the heat of the flame from the candle to diffuse the aroma into the air as well. So that is a way of diffusing. So it helps to create an uplifting environment. And how much better would you think that it feels to set intentions, or just be in a space and do any type of manifesting practice in a space that feels good and it's being supported. It's kind of being maintained that way. It's boosting the good juju or the good energy of the room. So number 3, next in line, is using essential oils can help boost your mood, helps you feel good. And if you're, like I said earlier, if you're already feeling good, it just kind of amps it up. It strengthens it. It gives it like I don't know, like I shouldn't have started, like a booster shot, I guess, if you will, of just kind of, amplifying it up some more. And like I mentioned in number 1, reason 1, it raises your energetic vibration. This can also result in helping you wake up, right? Like if you're feeling down, or like you hit that 3 o'clock slump, or that wall where you're just like, oh, I've lost my energy. If you've been driving for a long time and it's just feeling kind of draining, using some essential oils, smelling them, there are car diffusers as well, but you can smell or inhale some essential oils that help wake you up. Citrus, for example, orange essential oil, lemon, citrus blends are good for like a pick me up, like a wake me up. And so in the same way, it can boost your mood. If you're feeling kind of sluggish or just kind of blah, but you smell some orange oil, it just kind of cheers you up a little bit. It's not going to necessarily take you all the way to the highest level or the highest mood boost, but it improves it on some level. And that is much more beneficial than worrying about getting to the highest. As long as you can improve it or maintain a center, like a base level, or get back to that as often as you can, that kind of like the consistency, it sends out those vibrations and they kind of build up like a ripple of water, like a ripple. Yes. When you put a stone and a ripple of water, it just kind of strengthens it and keeps pushing out those ripples. And so this is a benefit, having your mood boosted or your energy kind of increased, because feeling good makes it easier to have and maintain or get back to a positive mindset. And thinking better comes much easier when you're feeling good. Again, it's not impossible to have a positive mindset when you're kind of down in the dumps. Of course it happens, but it just promotes it. And it's just this concept of amplifying it and boosting it and continuing to keep it as consistent as possible, that strengthens those ripples of energy and vibration being sent out. So thinking is easier. Thinking positive is easier. Setting intentions that for positive feelings, that you want, that you desire, comes easier when you're feeling better or when you're starting to feel better. Noticing that shift is so key. Just that noticing that shift of moving up, possibly one rung, from feeling to okay, that shift is positive momentum. It's doing the work. That's actually its benefit. It's doing the work. It's helping you feel better. So it helps boost your mood, gives you a wake me up, a pick me up, if and when you need them. And then number 4, the fourth benefit is deepening visualization and meditation, or if you do either or both of these, or if you're looking to, and maybe you've tried it and you say, I'm just not really good at meditating or good at visualization. Just a quick FYI, it's a practice. No one is a perfect professional at it, I guess, or no one gets it perfect all the time. It's a practice. We're different people. We have different emotions from day to day, from hour to hour. So it's simply the practice of continuing to do it, coming back to it, and starting over. Like when your mind wanders, catching yourself and starting over. So this incorporating essential oils can help because in these ways, aromas of any kind, not just from essential oils, but aromas of any kind can instantly evoke emotions, right? And emotions stimulate the imagination, right? It can be negative emotions, can stimulate negative imagination. Positive or better emotions can stimulate positive imagination. Essential oils can enhance or help with that visualization and meditation practices by making the visualizations more vivid, even if you don't see images, because I don't always see images, but more often than not, we can at least imagine or visualize energetically what it feels like, the thing that we're working on visualizing. So it enhances the visualization, the feels of the visualization, and makes them more vivid, more real, because you have something that is affecting your senses in a positive way, right? So this then strengthens your the manifesting process. Think about this. This is a good example. Think about how much easier it is to visualize or really imagine a chocolate chip cookie when you smell them baking. Even if you haven't seen the physical cookie yet, you can imagine it. You start thinking of the taste, if they're warm and soft and gooey, or if they're harder, and crunchier. That scent of, smelling the cookies baking makes it much easier, and also gets those other things going, right? Like maybe your mouth waters, or you just like start thinking, oh, I need to get a glass of milk to have ready for when the cookies come out of the oven, so I can have this warm cookie with the cold milk. Or smelling a flower or a perfume, maybe as someone walks by or as you walk by some flowers, can immediately remind you of a person or a place, or, bring up a memory instantly, even if you weren't thinking about that before you smelled that, right? Because you have that association with it. So by using essential oils in your visualizing and meditating, it can help in that way. It is another sensory experience that makes it more real and tangible in a way, even though it is a mental exercise of visualizing and doing you're, meditating in whatever manner you meditate. That's a whole other topic we can talk about one day. And then the fifth one is anchoring positive associations. So it's very similar to the memories or images being evoked by smelling something. Using an essential oil or a specific blend, or just maybe like you have a rotation of your favorite essential oils, using them consistently during any of the manifesting practices you do, like journaling or visualizing or setting intentions or, movement, like dancing and visualizing and moving energy, using the same oils or set of oils can create a positive association with your brain, between your brain and that scent. Just like you have a positive association with a chocolate chip cookie, if you're someone who likes chocolate chip cookies, you can intentionally create a positive association by experimenting with oils that you like, that help you feel the way that you desire to feel. So, similar, like I said, similar to improving visualization, you can create a scent or have a scent from an essential oil on purpose to create a memory, to create this association of calm, or to create this association of joy, or whatever that intention is that you're working with. So here's an example. By intentionally, either always or fairly frequently, using lavender to create a calming environment for yourself, right? Maybe you're diffusing it, maybe you have it going in an oil burner, or you have just kind of like before you meditate, you take a whiff of lavender from the bottle, etc. So you're consistently using lavender to create a calming environment for your meditation, your journaling, whatever it is that you're going to do. That creates an association or a connection in your brain. So when you smell lavender, your mind will automatically get calm or kind of go into that energy. And getting into a meditative space or energy or trance or whatever it is, getting into that meditative energy becomes much easier and it happens much faster. So it's exactly the same thing as smelling a cookie, with the exception that you're creating it on purpose and you're submersing yourself or surrounding yourself with the scent on purpose, and it starts to train your brain. Oh, lavender means calm, or lavender means good, or orange means it's time to wake up. Whatever that association is, you can create it on purpose. And so this is similar to creating an anchor memory, which is something I've talked about before, and I will do again here on the podcast. So you're doing it or creating this connect on purpose, and it starts to become automatic. So those are the 5 benefits. Just as a recap of using essential oils in your manifesting practices, they can amplify your intentions. They can help create an uplifting environment for you. They can help boost your mood, help you feel good, or give you like a pick-me-up. They can help deepen your visualization or meditation practices, and you can create an anchoring memory or an anchor emotion. Create anchoring positive associations is how I wrote that. It seems too long, but creating an anchor for your emotions. And just like anything new or anything that you're trying differently, you need to experiment, see what oils resonate with you and which ones don't, or which ones seem to work better, or create combinations that are specific to your intentions or to your work. Like if you do the same blend or the same oil when you're setting new moon intentions, regardless of what the intention is, you will create that association in your brain. And when you smell it, it's like, oh, okay, we're setting intentions, or we're focusing on our intentions, or focusing on our work or our studying. So you can use all of these principles and apply them to other areas of your life other than manifesting. And so that's all about the benefits. Now, this week that I am recording the podcast, today is May 24th of 2023. I released it on Monday, a couple days ago, the Rockstar Manifesting with Essential Oils email class. And so I created this, and this is the first time that I am sharing it and putting it out to the world. It is a 5-day email class in which the lessons come to your inbox, one lesson a day for 5 days. As of the day that I'm recording this, we're on day 3. And each lesson, I teach about a different oil and provide an activity in which you can incorporate that oil to amp up your manifesting. And each class has a different focus, but you also learn about an oil, so 5 different oils in that class. Once it's done this initial round, the class will be available on demand, so to speak. So you will be able to either share it with your friends, or if you want to get it, if you didn't get in on this round, it will be a free class. Just as it's free right now, you will be able to opt in with your email address, and then you will get the classes one a day at any time. So that link is not available yet because I'm still in the process of releasing the classes. We have 2 more to go, and then I'll be putting the link in all the places that you can find it. And so that will be available. And I personally use Young Living essential oils. I'm also a Young Living representative. So I share Young Living oils. But if you have other oils, other brands, or you sell different oils or have access to oils at your favorite store, you can use those. I just use them because it makes it easier access for me, and because I thought it was a really great combination to incorporate teaching and making available essential oils with the moon practices that I do and the manifesting practices like I'm sharing here. So they may be called, like the blends might be named something different with another brand, but they're all very similar. You can find like citrus blends pretty much with all the brands. They might be called Citrus Bliss or Citrus Joy or Citrus Blend, whatever the case is. But you can apply this to any good quality essential oils. And I do want to emphasize that it is important to get the best oils that you can. Often the oils in retail stores that are specifically for aromatherapy are not like the best quality. And I would definitely be careful if you're going to apply them, because they're not really designed to be applied on the skin. They're designed for aromatherapy purposes. So especially if you want to diffuse them and inhale them directly, I recommend getting or using the best oils that you can. And there are various price points and that are all good to great quality. Let's see. And I think that's it. That's it. That's what I have for you guys today. So if you know anybody that would benefit or enjoy this type of information, I invite you to share this episode out, and subscribe to the podcast so that you know when the next one comes up and becomes available. And if there's a topic of manifesting or self-improvement or the moon that you would like me to cover or talk about on the podcast, please email me. The email is vision, VISION, at bluemoonmanifestations.com. And I will see what I can do about that. I love your feedback and love to support you guys and provide information that you are specifically looking for. So thank you guys for being here. And I will talk to you soon. Take care.